What's up, guys? It's your boy Swells here, and today, boy, what a night of fights that the UFC held tonight. Unbelievable card, by the way, with multiple championship fights, multiple great fighters. You knew it was going to be a great night in a packed stadium in Jacksonville, Florida, and it did not disappoint whatsoever. I'm talking a little bit quieter because it is late at night. Don't want to disturb anyone in my house, but we have a lot to converse about here, don't we? And we'll start with the main event. Kamaru Usman defending his welterweight title up against Jorge Masvidal, a fight that I honestly did not think should have happened. I didn't think Masvidal. It's hard. It's not often you see a challenger get a rematch right after that. It just doesn't make sense, especially considering Masvidal was beat pretty handily in the first fight. So for him to get this shot was really, in my opinion, it could be it could have been the last shot of his career at a belt. And what a fight! That was a great fight. In the first round, it was very back and forth. They were both giving each other shots. The stand-up game between them two was great. Usman was hitting good body shots. They were trading blows to the jaw. And then Usman taking Masvidal down. Masvidal responding with some great elbows. Obviously, he stood back up. That was a great first round. That was a phenomenal first round. Second round comes, and Usman, he just unloads. It looked a lot. It reminded me a lot of like what Ngannou did against Rosenstruck last year. I think that's how you say his name, Rosenstruck last year, Jarino, where he was just throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing, and then he threw like a kind of like a false left to a straight right, and oh, what a clean hit. Put him right out, and then did some hammer fist, knocked him out. Herb Dean calls the fight, and he retains his belt. What a performance by Usman. And Masvidal said in his interview after the match that he was prepared to do wrestling with Usman. Usman completely caught him off guard with his stand-up game, and that just shows how a champion should perform. A champion will never be a champion who's always looking to get better in every aspect of his game. He's always going to look to throw his opponents off, and it's not often you see fighters get thrown off against their opponent, because usually when you're this good, you're prepared for anything, and that's how you should be. You should never expect a specific type of fight. So in that case, Masvidal, it's a little bit of it's unfortunate for him, but he could have seen this coming. You should always look for anything, but Usman was fantastic. I wouldn't say he was superbly clean in his stand-up game. He's still a little bit sloppy. He kind of put his head down a lot and kind of just walked into punches and ate a lot of punches. But he's going to get better, and he's going to continue to be great. I expect Usman to probably, if anything, probably another fight against Colby Covington, perhaps. That's the fight I can see right now. The welterweight division is a little bit shaky at the moment. I wouldn't say there's any clear guy that could really give Usman a major run for his money right now. Usman is becoming just a dominant fighter, perhaps the best in the UFC at the moment. And but other great fights as well. Rose Namajunas, with another great leg kick knockout to win the women's belt in the co-main event against Zhang. That I wouldn't have expected something like that. I have to be honest. I'm not sure Rose. I didn't think Rose was gonna win that fight. Why, I don't know. But then there was Chris Weidman. Unfortunately, broke his leg, similar to what Anderson Silva did up against Uriah Hall. That was very unfortunate for what I see as a well-respected fighter within the UFC. So, a little bit of everything in the return of fans to the UFC. We've got great fights lined up, and I will continue to bring you more coverage of these fights. Let me know what you thought about this card down below in the description, in the comments, I should say. Leave a like as well if you enjoyed. It helps get my video out a little bit more. And I'm not going to ask you for too much more. I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care and peace.